So this is day 14. I've made it 2 weeks. Through my whole drug use, which has spanned well over a couple of decades now. Nothing I've ever done, or maybe I just wasn't paying attention, has hit me in the manner that Suboxene has as far as a withdrawal. And again, I refused to go to a detox unit because they would just give me more Suboxene, and I refused to go to emergency because what are they going to do for me? Give me clonidine, give me what? I stayed hydrated through the worst of it. And when I got to day 4, I found Kratom through YouTube, through reading different things. A lot of people were mentioning Kratom, so I went to a head shop because that's where you find it, I'm finding. And the gal that I deal with is very informative, as informative as she can be with the research she's done. And also through this, ironically, a documentary called A Leaf of Faith by Chris Bell dropped a couple days ago. And when I watched it, I was like, this is really a thing. And this is really helping people like myself who are in a mindset that they just aren't going to ever go back to being on Suboxene. For me, it's the Suboxene. The drugs were gone years ago. As I've stated in every single blog I've done, in the 5 years that I was on it, intermittently I used heroin. I guess I just felt I could. Really didn't see any reason every time I did it. It was like, really? Because you weren't feeling anything from it. I have gotten like this extra strength Kratom. It's a shot. It hit me a lot faster than the capsules did. The capsules were taking an hour, and it was an hour of fucking agony. I'm up. It's about almost 4:45 a.m. I do hit workouts at 5:30 a.m. in the morning. It gets my day going and gets my body going. Now, when I watched the documentary, this man, he's a power lifter. Like, he puts his body to work. Everybody has a different level of pain. Through this, I felt my neck fusion. I'm not even a year and 3 months out from the fusion, but I really wasn't feeling any pain even after the surgery because I was on the fucking Suboxene. So I've had some major pain in my back. The Kratom has helped with that. I honestly have to say, like, applause. And it's kept my brain in a better place. Last night before I went to bed, I researched even more. And I found that I'm going to order some things off the internet. Because why not? I'm not going to be going to this head shop every day like a fiend. I'd rather have it just here at home, make it in a tea form, have a bigger batch of it, and just be able to kind of, hey, I've got it, it's here. When I travel, I have it in a container. It's not in a red bag like a bag of dope, where if I had to go through customs or something, they would be like, oh, what the fuck is this? Well, it's Kratom. I don't want to have to go through all that, so I'd rather have labeled things, a labeled container, because I'm going to be traveling soon. So I haven't really had my coffee. I took that shot with a little bit of orange juice, and I'm ready to go work out. It's been 4 days since my last workout, and I can feel it and I can see it on my body, but my eating is back. Going to the bathroom is actually normal now. And that's not because of the Kratom, it's just coming off the Suboxone period. And you have to remember, I was on a sliver of that fingernail, just the tip of my fingernail in the end of the Suboxone. I had tapered myself off because my doctor wanted to keep me on it. And my doctor told me I would never come off of it. My doctor told me things like, basically, I was weak-minded. Not particularly in those words, but he said after I came off the Suboxone that I would have to try this shot called Vivitrol. Make sure your insurance covers it, because it's very expensive. Fucking $935 is what my insurance would have been charged for Vivitrol. For each visit I went to, my insurance was getting charged over $500 just to sit in an office for 5 minutes to get a prescription for my Suboxone. Who's making money here? I'm not one of those bleeding heart addicts where I'm like, oh my God, I can't do anything and the whole world stops. The world stopped for me for 2 days, if that, and I forced myself to get up. I hate to say it, but I smoked pot through it. Those first couple of days, I didn't know what else to do until I found the Kratom. So thank God the internet is readily available. Thank God that there are people out there that fight for us every day because they've been there. I tend to try to stay with people who have had the experiences I have had as far as knowledge, because we are all we have sometimes in this, with people really understanding what goes on up here and with our bodies when we're in a withdrawal. There's so many things, like I say when I'm doing this post shit, but I mean, I'm feeling better every day. Yesterday, my body felt like it was 200 pounds. I weigh about 140, and every limb just felt really heavy, and I had done a little bit of tea through the day and some capsules, and I thought, fuck it, I'm just going to go grab a shot of this stuff and just try it and see what it is. And then last night before I went to bed, again, thank you, Chris Bell, for the documentary, right when I needed something like that the most, because I've gone into the Kratom blind. I've known nothing about it, and I still don't know a ton about it. I just know that whatever ailments I was having that started up have ceased up. It gets me through the day, and it makes me feel better. So, that being said, here in a few minutes, I'm gonna go do my workout, get myself in a good atmosphere, loud music, and I'm going to go to work. I have a 9-hour shift today that I have to complete, and then I have a day off tomorrow. I don't know. I'm going to order some stuff later on this week. That I saw on an Instagram from this gentleman, Chris Bell, and see if possibly, just ordering a lump sum instead of having to go to this head shop every day, because going to this head shop is making me feel like a dope fiend. So, and that's not how they're portraying things, but it just is what it is. So, still smoking a ton of cigarettes, which is not good. However, whatever. It is what it is. That'll dissipate this week too, because I'm going to quit. But anyway, I just want people to know out there, please look into Kratom. Please. And it will it will make a Suboxone withdrawal a lot fucking easier. It'll put you in a different frame of mind. You know, a lot of people will say, well, you're just continuing your addiction. No, motherfucker, I'm not. If I was continuing my addiction, I'd have a needle in my arm. And that hasn't happened for quite some time. So this is possible. People get better. I'm going to be one of those. It's been a long road for me. 5 years on Suboxone, and I'm on day 14 without. Kratom has saved my ass. So I'm starting the week on a good note. Let's go work out. I don't know how to get my videos out there. I'm not so tech savvy, and I'm ranting a lot through these because my mind is going at a fast pace. It gets better every day. I watched a post, and this chick was in 42 days, and then she talked about pause, and I've read up on that, and I'm like, fuck that. I hope my body doesn't go through that. So you just gotta stay positive. This workout is everything to me. I only work out for a good half hour, but it's a half hour of my life that's good. And then my work, which I do quite well at. I'm all about 420 as well. I don't sit and bake all day long, but I do take a few hits here and there just to kind of subside the anxiety that I'm going through. I'm in Florida. I don't know when they're going to pass laws on medical marijuana, but I'm getting ready to go to school for medical, and I don't know if these posts are going to help or hurt me, but this is just another day in the life of somebody who's been through hell, that's all. Time for it to stop. All right.